Uno. Hello, everybody.
Welcome back, you guys.
It's your girl, Vicky.
And it's your girl, Coco.
And this is the Convict Podcast.
Weird. So tired. I posted it on the thing, by the way.
You let the peoples know.
I let the people know we're doing a late night pod. So we're actually switching things up this week.
We are.
And me and Vicky are suffering. But we
Terribly.
do anything for the content. For the content, we live.
We do anything for you guys. Exactly. Okay? All four of you.
What happened? What did you say?
I said all four of you.
But we love the support.
Every last one of you. We love.
No, hurry up. Don't stop supporting us.
But, yeah. How was your week?
Week was good. It was Thanksgiving this week. So basically we all had like 4 to 5 days off from work.
Basically.
And just logging in today, I couldn't even remember my password. I was like, what do I do? And I was just like, I woke up and I was like, no. Should have taken PTO today too. But nonetheless, we persevered.
We got through it.
But it was a nice Thanksgiving. As always, Coco doesn't cook. I ordered the pies. I picked them up.
Wait, how was Friendsgiving?
Did we not talk about that last time?
We talked about you having Friendsgiving, but not how it went. Wait, did we talk about it? Oh, God. Did we talk about it? No, we didn't. We didn't.
Wait, so are we missing 2 weeks of the pod?
No.
Wait, my Friendsgiving was on the 16th.
No.
Yeah, because yours was the Harry Potter thing on the 16th.
And then the week after that is the 3rd. No, my Harry Potter thing was the 23rd.
And we talked about it.
I was in New York the 16th.
The 23rd.
Yes.
Because... Oh, okay. But mine was a 23rd too.
Exactly.
Guys, we're tired and I'm not chugging a coffee right now. That's all I gotta say.
Girl. Okay. So how was your Friendsgiving?
Friendsgiving was great. As always, Cynthia, Lisa, Angie, they brought what they needed to bring. Rafi was there too, which is Cynthia's husband. And also our bestie. And we got liquor. It was great food. The kids were good. The kids, I always forget they never really know what an apartment is. So like they were just like, what is this? They're like, shut this shit down. And I'm like, I felt them. I did tell everybody, as the apartment he still continues in this. I told him, I'm like, bring change of clothes. And Rafi,
just for the summer.
No, literally. I'm like, it's cold out there, but come here dressed right. And Rafi was the one that took my advice, because then when the kids left and everything, because they had to, they have a bedtime routine and all that stuff. Rafi, that just got into shorts, and I was like, that's what I love. Shorts and a top. Like, that's what we do here. It's hot. People were stripping in my house. It was hot. It's a hot apartment. And then we played Mario Party 2, I believe it's called. And let me tell you how that almost ruined the marriage. And may have ruined a friendship. Yeah. It's like the whole thing is like to get stars. And like you can steal stars. But I was like just losing, and I was like, whatever. Because whenever I host people, just know, like, I'll take a nap. Like, if you're in my trusted inner circle, like, I will fall asleep. Like, I don't care. Like, I'm just a nap girly.
Yeah, you did that when I was there.
Exactly. I was like, she knows where it is. I know. Oh my God, the picture you posted of me, I was like, I look so peaceful. I just passed out. I was so tired. And isn't this crazy? Like, we used to go to work on Fridays and then go out.
Wild.
And then
wild
do it again
behavior.
Saturday.
It's wild behavior.
I need sleep. I also don't realize how much I didn't treasure sleep when I was younger. And for that,
no, seriously.
I would like to say I'm sorry to myself. And so everybody who had a bedtime at 9 p.m. while I was in my party ages, I am so sorry. I understand what you guys are talking about. Sleep is essential.
Yes, catch up on it before you have kids, please.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Angie tells me all the time. And Dennis says all the time, he's like, you can't have kids. You love to sleep. I'm like, but I could sleep with them. We could sleep together.
People tell me that all the time before I had kids. But if you ask Rich, he'll tell you he wakes up at night.
Listen, you gotta break that shit into shifts. Yeah, you gotta break that thing into shifts.
Mama's sleeping.
What should I call it? Because a lot of people are like pregnant around me, having kids, have kids, and I'm just like, damn. Like I do.
You're dodging.
No, but you know what it is too. I wanna I do wanna have kids, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think it's also sometimes I just like, I'm like, wow, like. Can I? Like,
it's a lot.
Right. And that's what everybody tells me. And I don't think it's not a lot. Like, I do think it's a lot. Like, we always say here, like, how do people do it? But I do want kids, obviously. But I just, like, sometimes I'm scared. Like,
no, yeah. That's the correct feeling.
Like, I have to, like, when they're first born, you wake up, every 4 hours to feed them?
2.
I'm about to save money just to hire a night nurse. What's the night nurse situation going on? Like,
yeah.
And then you just have to keep them alive, which is like a whole
the hardest part.
Yeah, and then like they just rely on you for everything. And like for the first couple of months, they're just like a log. Like they can't walk.
So draining.
Is that funny? I'm so sorry.
It's okay. And how I live in.
And I'm just like, and then they talk back to you, and you can't really.
Oh my god,
smack them because like at 2 to 3, like you don't really know.
Let me tell you this. I saw this meme before I had kids, so let me fucking tell you this. It's the whining. It's like that, yeah. The crying. Like literally, when I was growing up, if I cried and I wasn't bleeding, I got in trouble for crying if I wasn't bleeding. Okay,
that's like
these kids
way.
Cry.
You want to cry something about? I'm like, no, I'm sorry. I'm
like,
I'm so sorry. This is why we also now go to therapy for the repressed emotions.
I'm starting to believe a little trauma is good for everybody.
That's, like I said, like this whole gentle parenting. I don't have kids, so I can't talk about the gentle parenting.
I don't have gentle kids, okay? I'm gonna challenge you every single word out of your mouth, kids.
Ooh,
I'm going to try to kill myself every jump off this couch into this freaking bookshelf that's gonna fall onto me, kids. I have run around in circles screaming at the top of my lungs, kids. Okay, I don't have gentle parent kids. You need to shut the fuck up.
But that's so real though, I feel, because again, when I say like they're like big emotion, this and that, I'm like, I have big emotions and I'm 31. Like,
right?
Am I not supposed to break down with the kid? Like,
I literally told my son the other day, I was like, you're gonna calm down and you're gonna take these deep breaths with me, because if you keep going this way, you're gonna see mommy start screaming and crying. Do you wanna see that?
No, sometimes I feel like you just have to level with them. I'm sorry, guys. I'm having like technical difficulties here.
It's okay. Like, is that just let me know which mommy you want. You want the mommy that's trying, or you want the mommy that lost her shit right now? Okay.
Sometimes you gotta level with them. Sometimes you're like, listen.
Let me know, because I could go either way.
That's what I'm saying. Like when the kids were here and like Isabella like yanked Luke. And of course, Dennis and Angie were there to like stop it or anything.
Oh, yeah,
like, that's fine. Like I get it. Like they're kids; they don't really understand. But like the way that girl could take us all down in a heartbeat. And then she like around I have a hallway. And she's like, "This is the calm hallway." I'm like, "Bitch, you weren't calm." Like, yo, I saw that little girl pull Angie's hair, and the way my mom came out of me, I was like, "Ah!" No, I didn't hear her. I'm not. This is one thing. As an aunt, I am not the disciplinary. I will if I see something though, like you playing with the light switch, don't do that. I don't really. And then she was like, "Oh, I saw you got frustrated." I'm like, "No, I don't care what she could break anything in this house. That's perfectly fine. I'll get it replaced." What I'm scared is like I installed that lamp, so I don't know if it's 100% wired correctly. I'm trying to make sure this Friendsgiving doesn't end in hospital visits. Like, right. I'm like, she could step on because my lamp has like a button on the bottom. She could do all that. I'm just saying, I don't know what that's connected to. There's extension cords in the back of this entertainment system that I'm not really sure what's going on. I just don't want her to hurt herself. Like, it's all.
But that's the thing. Like, my son would start jumping off of the couch onto like their little table and I'm like, Logan, I need you to stop doing this because you're gonna hurt yourself. And he's like, no, mommy, I'm doing this very careful. You see, he has like a dictation and a thesis and a presentation as to why he knows better than I do. And it's like, just the way you want to play
something bad to say. Is it okay to let kids get hurt so they understand not to do it again?
To an extent, yeah.
Yeah, like obviously don't get hit by a car. Like that's way too much of a lesson. That's too much.
I mean, clearly. We're not going to that extent. Although, but no, yeah, in Jamaican culture, we have a saying, it's hard head picnic must feel, and it just means you try to tell the kid over and over, they don't listen, they must feel it to learn it.
We grew up fine. We grew up okay. You know, which reminds me, I randomly on because I'm on the Tickery Talks, I saw this clip about this movie called Inside Out, like the emotion.
Oh my god. Connie, you would love that. You would love both movies.
I never related so closely to anger.
You watched it?
No, I saw clips of it and then I started crying. They caught me on this couch and I'm about to cry right now. Jesus, calm down.
I'm actually surprised you haven't seen it already, even though you don't have kids. But you need to watch both of them.
Okay. I know like the sad part, like with Bing Bong, like that shit on TikTok, sobbing through. Jose came in and he was like, "What's wrong?" I'm like, "I saw a clip." I'm like trying to catch my breath, and he was just like, "Oh, bitch!" Like he's like, "What happened to this kid?" I'm like, "Her man, I don't know. I didn't see the whole movie." He's like, "Bring it back." And then I took like, you know how after you cry, you take like the best of your life, and then I had the best of my life. But I never related so close to anger because when the dad tried to give them broccoli and then I think Disgust said no, and then he was like, "No dessert," and then he was like, "This is how you want to play it, old man? No dessert?" Because this happened over the weekend. And this is how I knew I need to sometimes control myself. I was me and Jose went to look for new bedroom sets because we need storage in this house and we need a bedroom set that matches because right now we have black, fucking navy. I don't know what we have.
The rainbow.
You got the rainbow and it bothers me. And this man, we went to Bob's Furniture. Shout out to Bob's Furniture. Shout out to I think that guy's name was Jose too at Bob's Furniture.
Probably.
He said, and I quote, "Let's just get this piece. A piece of a set." He said, "Let's just get this one piece." And I was like,
add to the rainbow.
Right. And I was like, the whole reason we're here is because I hate our rainbows. I wanna He's like, "But we could add on to it." I'm like, "Let's just buy the whole fucking set."
You're missing the point.
I'm like, now
you're missing the point.
No, now you're pissing me off. And I was like, "Now you got me tight." No, that didn't get me tight or anything. I was just trying to follow logic, and I looked at him, and I was like, "I do love this man. I'm gonna ignore him right now." And I looked right back at the other Jose, and I was like, "Do you have this in white? Like, just I want to see the colors." And we didn't buy it because we also want to go to Raymore and Flanagan, like just to like see. We don't want to sell ourselves to like the first piece of furniture we have. And it's a this big purchase, like bedroom sets cost like 1,000 something. Like it is and it's gonna obviously be split between us. So I was just like, why would I add more to this rainbow when I hate the rainbow? If I could, I would paint everything black. Like just like I can't. But anyway, what was it? Oh, so we get home because I had a headache. This is important to the story. I had a headache at Bob's. I got a headache, so we went home. I driving. One, this man starts flashing his lights at me. His fucking white lights. To nobody, because I was like, babe, there's nobody in front of me, but these are the back roads. There's no light. Like, I'm on my high beams making sure I don't like do a swerve or whatever.
You're right.
And then I see the red light coming, and just to piss this man off, I go slow. Because I'm like, what are we gonna do? We have to stop at the red light. And he's like, I'm like, pass me, babe, pass me on the double yellow lines and get hit by a massive truck because I don't care. I have a headache and you're causing me more headaches when you're flashing ass fucking lights. I digress. He like flies away and whatever, and we make turns, whatever. I'm home. I found a great ass parking. Oh, Wednesday spot. People, you know, guys know alternate side parking is a bitch here in New York. They will ticket your ass 1 minute in. They will be like, ticket.
They're outside 10 minutes waiting.
Oh my! And they are looking at you struggle looking for parking. They're like, come out.
And they don't care.
No.
They don't care if you get there to move the car right when the time changes. If you didn't move the car before, you're getting a ticket.
Right. One time I just like sat in the car and I was like, you can't ticket me. I could just drive away. Anyway, I'm doing a U-turn. And when you do a U-turn, you know, you go forward and then you go back, right? I'm not a driving instructor. There was a car 4 cars down, knowing that I'm about to U-turn, and this motherfucker decides to come right behind me as I'm gonna reverse the car to make the.
He did not swoop in.
No, he didn't take it. No, he didn't take it. No, I would have thrown. Oh, okay. I would have slashed tires.
I would have like press the gas in reverse.
I would have slashed tires. No, let me tell you. But when I'm like, and Jose's car has a camera in the back, so I'm reversing, and this car pulls up, so I could like hit him, right? But I'm good at reflex. Even with a headache, I have reflexes, and I like press brake on the car, and I start screaming in the car to the point where I looked at this driver. I grabbed this big ass phone, and I swear to God, if it wasn't for Jose, I almost rolled down the window and I almost threw it at his window. I didn't care about losing my phone. I could replace my phone. I will pay the insurance to get a new phone because I was about to throw. I hope that shit break. And that's how I knew I had to take Jordan because my head
was that one of those insurance fraud people who do shit like that? I don't
know, but like it had to be because he was. The way I was parking, I was coming down this road, so there was 4 cars. He was 4 cars behind me, parked cars. So I knew he was like, see. So I don't know if he just thought like I wasn't gonna do a U-turn, but I have to turn back, like I have to reverse the car. So I felt like he was trying to get insurance fraud out of me. And yo, Jose was like grabbing my arm, like I'll throw this fucking phone at I don't give a fuck if his glass breaks. I want him to feel it. I want him to be cold because it's cold in New York now.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like your anger was justified.
I know, 100%. But then I started laughing because I'm like, that's the anger emotion right there. Like you want to see me fucking. And it's because of my head again. Jose was like, babe, let's go upstairs, get you some water and an Excedrin, maybe 2 pills.
He's like, you need some tea, you want a teddy bear.
And I was like coming out the car and I'm like, no, I'm fucking mad. He's like, babe, I'm mad too. And I'm like, I should just slash him. I should just come And then that driver wouldn't even look me in the eyes because he knew if Jose had like a battery pack, a portable speaker, in my state of anger, I know I have insurance on my phone. I know I could pay $200 and get a new phone tomorrow. I didn't give a fuck about that man. I was ready just to slash. Like I was ready, like Jose. I was like, you could feel the fumes off me.
Oh my God!
And like that's the thing. People will classify me as having like road rage, but like my road rage is I'm never like honking aggressively or anything like that. No, my road rage is more like I'm cursing at you because like what the fuck are you doing? Like when we're in the freeway, people are starting to curve like those speeding ass cars. No, that's where my road rage comes. I of course will never have road rage or have kids in the car. I will probably be on the right lane and driving like 5 miles per hour because I'm scared. I have other people's lives in my car.
I have road rage with kids in my car because
this phone alone, I don't know how much it weighs. It's probably like 18 pounds. Smash it right through the window because I didn't care. I just didn't care, and that justifies my anger, and I'm glad my anger is justified because I hope that man, whoever he is, I hope his car does get hit. I hope it gets hit in the front where he has to pay. Yeah. And I'm okay with that. And I wish him the worst day, and I hope his penis falls off because, and the thing is, you guys, this is my thing. I have a really high pain tolerance. I could take a bone coming out of my body. I could break my wrist. I could break anything. A headache? I'm ready to murder anybody in sight. And for you to do that shit to me, try to commit insurance fraud on a car that's not even mine, is my boyfriend's, and I'm driving, throw the phone straight through the window. Fucking smash your side mirrors. But I'm okay now. Like, anger has obviously passed me.
It's clearly not present anymore.
Clearly. That was 12 hours, well, more than 12 hours ago, Connie.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm better. Mm-hmm. They see rainbows and sunshine.
You got it out.
I got it out.
You processed your emotions.
Did I break this phone? No, I didn't. Sorry. It's just that flash thing looked like I was like, did I slam it? Just.
That's crazy.
But we're all better now. And before that, it was Thanksgiving, and that was good. That was fun. We had nice. We went to my sister's house. Mm-hmm. And then we then left my sister's house to go to Jose's mom's house. And let it out, girl. Let it out. We're doing a late night pod.
It's a late night pod.
It's a late night pod. We're letting it out, yeah. Yawning is allowed on the pod today. As much as we try to hide it, it's allowed. The drive from Jersey to Queens was an hour and a half, so we were listening to the John Benet Ramsey Crime Junkie case. But before we get there, how was your Thanksgiving, my girl? And the party of the people I told you not to go to, and the Harry Potter rave. Those are the 3 points.
So, guys, as we already discussed in this pod, we do not do well with late nights. So I feel like I'm going to disappoint a lot of people with my story.
Oh, my God.
So we went to the Friendsgiving, and it was actually a lot of fun. The host, they were super cool. The food was so good. I still actually think about the food. First of all, okay, Florida hack.
Ooh.
The chicken in Publix, the fried chicken, the whatever chicken they had that night, delicious. Okay, probably some of the best chicken. Okay, Publix is a supermarket. Publix.
I was gonna ask what that is.
It's like shop. What is it that you guys have up there that used to be Stop and Shop? It's like Stop and Shop.
New Yorker card revoked.
No, because it used to be called something else before. What was it called before? And I used to call it that all the time. But now it changed to Stop and Shop. And I never adjusted to that name.
I don't even know what was the name before Stop and Shop.
It was okay. Well, I'll find it. But basically, Publix is like the main supermarket down here, and they sell like fried chicken and baked chicken and all that. It's so good all the time. It's so good. And then this girl made this cold pasta salad with like shrimp, and it was like spicy, and it was seasoned to perfection. It was just, I was in heaven.
A shrimp salad sounds amazing right now. By the way, like I feel like that slaps every time.
Every time. Like every time. But yeah, my drink came out terrible. But everybody else's drink came out great. And your girl, I didn't know that my friend, she had a whole thing planned, but we were all gonna taste each other's drinks and take shots from each other's drinks. And it was a lot of couples, a lot of different families, and we played like question games, and it was fun. So they were all very welcoming. Yeah, the kids had a good time. I had a good time. Rich had a good time. We had a great time. But by the time we left there, I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm going out after this.
At what time did you leave there?
Okay, so we left there around 10. And then the Harry Potter rave starts at 11:30. I'm sorry, I'm going home at 11:30, and that is my stay out late time.
That's a hard sell. That's a hard sell, especially after drinking and eating. Like,
you want me to go? First, I would have had to change because, of course, I didn't go to a Friendsgiving in my Harry Potter outfit, and I had to go home and change, and then I had like a headache after drinking, and then my friend, she would have had to drive like an hour and a half, and it's 11:30. I'm like, this is a lot.
Oh
I
no.
called. I was like, look, did you leave your house yet? Because I have a migraine. And I felt terrible because I know we were both looking forward to it. And if that Harry Potter rate was like at 9, I would have been there.
Right. We would have, like,
if
Rich,
it was
whatever.
I would have been there. Like, they could have waited for me in the car. I don't care.
Guys,
I'm kidding.
Here is food.
I'm kidding. But no, the point is, like, if it was even if it was at 10, I would have been there. 11:30 start is wild. Okay, I am not 21. I'm 32 with 2 kids. It's not happening. It's not happening.
You have just been drinking and eating.
Right.
Like,
and
you're tired.
To be honest, if I'm really, really honest with myself, I think from the moment I found out that it was 11:30, which was like a week before the rave, I was kind of secretly hoping she would cancel, and then she never did. She never did.
What is that John Mulaney joke where they're like, nothing will ever feel so good? Like, canceling plans is like a rush of heroin, according to John Mulaney. Okay. He's like, that shit will get you.
First of all, I am the friend. If you want to cancel plans, I'm more than happy.
Open to it.
Please. I actually want to cancel the plans more than I want to go any and every time. I would love a reason to lay on my couch and do nothing.
Rot. We just want to rot.
To not have to get dressed. Like, twist my arm here. That sounds like a great time. Not have to put on a bra. Sure. Where's the convincing?
Right. Like, I could just stay home. I'm good. Like, let's do that.
I'm good.
Did you guys get your money back at least, or no?
No, it was like $15. It's fine. But so I didn't go to that. And I know that's a bummer. But then I did. So Thanksgiving we went to Rich's uncle's house, and that was fine. It was cool. And then
did you cook anything or no?
No, I didn't have to. They told me to bring chips and dip. I was like, you got it, but
that's the family we love.
Right. I was like, I'll come every year. But then the day after that, me and Rich took the kids to see Moana 2.
I heard that did so well in opening weekend. How was it?
So good. So first, this was my first time taking my kids to the movie theaters. So I was a little nervous about that because my son, he doesn't like loud noises or the dark or having to be in one place at one time or being constricted to sitting. Anything that has to do with like just not jumping off the walls. So I was a little worried, but he did really, really good. Okay. And I think it was because Rich gave him, they have like these kid combo packs, and he allowed him to eat the entire thing of popcorn, the entire bag of fruit snacks, and drink an entire cup of juice. So,
what kid isn't going to be happy after that?
Well, he vomited on the way home, so.
Is he okay? Was he feeling better though?
Yeah, I think he just needed to get that out. I never let him have that much sugar.
I was gonna say it's probably like, when you go crazy, you're like, and you're like, yeah.
I never let him have that much sugar, but now I'm going to use that and be like, sweetie, this is too much sugar. Remember what happened to you last time?
Oh my god, wait, did he throw up in your car, like all over the seats and everything?
Yes.
Oh, after you just got it.
And this is the worst part. Okay, so
you can't even charge him an Uber fee like they used to. On 150 for throwing up in the...
This is my karma.
Yeah. Oh, those times where you're like, did I throw up in the Uber or no?
First of all, I was always really good because I always opened the door while the car was moving and threw up on the side of the
because we are respectful.
Okay. I was like, and then I would tell the cab driver, no, don't worry, I'm outside the car.
I threw up outside the window one time. I was like, hold on one second.
Car on the side of the highway. Dangerous times. Don't listen to me.
We are not saying to follow our footsteps. Don't do what we did.
Don't do what I do.
Yeah. Learn from us.
Yeah, remember, I was drinking Four Locos. There's no standards. Just be
Always
happy I
bring
made
it back to
alive.
episode 1.
Just be happy I made it out alive. No, okay, so this is the thing about the car seat, right? Malia, she doesn't have, they won't say asthma yet because she's still too young and her lungs are still developing.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she basically has asthma. So sometimes she has like a bad cough and it's like very phlegmy. So because she was so full, she kind of like vomited a little phlegm and a little vomit on her car seat on Thanksgiving. So me and Rich took the car seats out. We washed them. He got the car washed. We put the car seats back in to take them to the movies. And then on the way home for the fucking movies, broken vomits all over the car. And I'm just like,
can we win?
This is parenthood. Have kids, they say. Everybody.
I heard parenthood. I heard parenthood is the worst hood of them all, along with adulthood.
Yeah, exactly. But he was big enough to transition into a booster seat. So
oh my god, already? Oh my god, your kids are growing up so fast. Not
it. My daughter's gonna be 3 in 2 weeks. I'm like, not okay.
3 already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Just wanted to add to that. When you said you were scared of taking your kids to the movies, I thought, and this is, because of things that have happened in the world, I thought you were afraid like there was gonna be like a mass shooting or something.
Oh my god. Consuela.
I'm so sorry.
First of all, I'm
not smiling because of that, but I was just like, wow, like it's sad that like we have such all different traumas apparently in life.
No, it's true. That is something, but for that, I get more scared with their school. I forgot it happens in movie theaters until right now, so now I will have that fear as well.
I shouldn't have said anything, but it's just like that's what I thought. I was like, oh, okay, she's gonna say it. And then when you said like a whole different thing, I was like, wow, definitely different trauma.
For me, it's their school and concerts. I rarely go to concerts anymore.
Oh, because of that was sad. That was a very sad thing.
But what was I gonna say? Oh yes, I'm very upset with you, and we can use that to transition into pop culture.
Wait, before that, how was the movie?
Oh, it was so good.
It's good?
Okay. It was so good. I loved it. I cried 3 times. It was beautiful.
Emotions. These movies just bring out emotions as us.
They just, all of them.
Oh, like just too much. Wait, why are you mad at me?
Okay,
not the Vic to the con.
Let's get into pop culture.
Okay.
I watched the fucking JonBenet Ramsey documentary.
Talk about it, guys. Yes. Okay. This is my time to shine. I could talk like an hour and a half. Don't get me started.
Oh, okay. Well, cut that shit down to like 20 minutes. But me and Mitch watched it, and first of all, I did not know. I
have my notes. Hold on. I'm listening to you.
I did not know that she died so brutally. Consuela, do you know the tears and the nightmares? I couldn't. I was scared to walk around my house. And then I like woke up in the middle of the night to check the kids to make sure they're still there. Like, my parental paranoia
skyrocketed
watching JonBenet Ramsey. I couldn't sleep.
I'm sorry.
And now all I kept thinking was, I fucking hate Connie.
I said it since episode 1. This is a rabbit hole I fall into every single year because you're just taking so much information. But that's why I was so shocked you never heard it, because her death, being a 6-year-old, was insanely brutal. And it was in the nice town of Boulder. I don't really know like neighborhoods like that, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, Boulder, Colorado.
You're right. And it's just like, that's what made it so sensational. It was also because she was in beauty pageants and, like, it's like Toddlers and Tiaras, I want to say. Like, it's just so, like, you know, they're all done up and everything. And that was just a lot. Like, there was one, we were watching it together, and, like, there was one scene that she takes off her jacket, and I was like, he was like, that's too much. He's like, I don't want to watch this. We continue to watch it, but he was like, this is a lot like them. Because I was like, I'm not stopping. I want to watch. Like, I support what you're feeling, but, like, I want to watch this. Like, but, like, of course. And that's always been the mystery, and even in the documentary, it's the Netflix one. Did you hear the Crime Junkie episode? That's 3 hours and a half long.
Absolutely not.
Okay. What were you gonna say? Okay, so after watching this documentary, you being really brand new to the case in general, who do you think did it?
John Mark Carr.
Really?
He knew way too much about the way that she died. He had every detail of how he did it. He was like a repeat offender.
Right. Living in Thailand, that was crazy.
He described detail by detail how he did it in a way that was so accurate to what they found in the evidence.
Like, and then he also knew, like, the grandmother's, like, nickname that nobody knew in public record.
Now, that part, I think he was a frogger and used to stalk her. Because remember, the nanny found him in the garage. And he knew how to get around the house.
That house also is just so massively big.
That house is like a fucking maze.
Yeah.
Like, why is it so complicated?
Where were we going?
And you're like, who needs this much house?
I mean, that's rich people problems. We'll never. I mean, we will be rich
even if I had a big house, one, I want to be able to see the house. Like,
right.
You know, I don't want a house so big that there's like, I'm a paranoid person. I don't want lurky corners. I don't want hidden.
Same. I'm not here for the lurky corners.
Behind. I don't like all that. I like open concept because it eases me. We can all see each other here.
Like, we're all in this together.
You know, like, I know who's here and who's not here.
But I'm saying, like, in those crazy ass houses, you can never know. Like, and it's so weird because I don't think I ever knew the whole layout of the house until this documentary, where they had the third floor as their master. Then they had the second floor with like 1,000 bedrooms, and then she was all the way on the other side of the bed. I mean, of the house. I'm so sorry. And, like, for me, John Mark seemed like the right person, but also when the DNA ruled him out, I was just like, damn, like,
the DNA can't be tested though,
right? Because it's all been
it's contaminated.
So it's like nobody really fucking knows.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's like the DNA is so contaminated, and the details of that case were never really released because they kept putting out lies. So for him to know as much as he did, how? The fucking detectives on the case didn't even know as much as he did.
My thing is too is that hold on, it's just so many loose ends because okay, I'm a little bit dark circle over here. If Bert did it, the son, because then you have to always remember she had a 8-inch crack on her skull that was caving in. This little girl, I would assume, would have been dead, right? Can you heal a skull injury? I
don't know.
Especially 8 inches. Like, I don't know about that.
They said that either that or the suffocation.
Both happened at the same time. We don't know what exactly killed her.
Which one came first? Right.
And again, I was always torn between Bert and John McCarr.
But why Bert?
Because Bert, they said in another documentary, they said that he would have bursts of anger. Now, what nobody could really explain is this milk and pineapple shit. That's always going to be the most controversial shit in the world. So when they did her autopsy, they found that she had undigested pineapples, which doesn't fit their theory that she fell asleep in the car and the dad just took her upstairs, read a book to her, and let her fall asleep. Because then they're like, when did she eat the pineapple? Now, I have digestive issues, so maybe like she just didn't digest it right away. Maybe she had it at the party. Like, I don't know. But they're saying that same night they found a bowl with milk and pineapples in them. Apparently that's like a treat. I don't really never had that, so I don't know. But apparently that's like a treat. So for that, and then they're like, if they said that if Bert did it, the parents probably freaked out. They staged this whole scene to save the son that they thought, like, to save their son because they assumed their daughter was dead. My only thing is, I don't think the parents would actually, like, when they mentioned the paintbrush and the sexual assault of it, I was like, I just don't think you go that far.
It also doesn't make sense, because why would they keep bringing it up if they're trying to hide it and bury it?
Right.
It's not like they were just like, just forget the case, because they could have in plenty of situations. This has been going on for 25 years, and the father keeps filing to find out who killed his daughter to get some resolution. If he knew who it was and was trying to cover it, he wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then the whole paintbrush and the whole like sexual part of it, like,
and also,
like, if anything, the brother could have given her pineapples and milk, went to bed, and then homeboy came and did the rest.
And again, it was always like the taser gun, like how you knew the house. Like the house was a maze itself, like we said. And exactly. And like again, the maid found the maid, whatever, found them in the basement. Garage, sorry. And it's always gonna be so weird because there is a chunk of that night that's definitely missing that nobody knows but Patty and John, the husband. Like they only know what happened. And of course, once you start telling a lie, you'll believe it until it's true. But the fact just because of DNA we ruled that man out completely, like that, no. Like again, he knew details like of the rope, but my also thing is, then why leave that ransom note if you knew you were gonna kill her? Maybe it's also something that just
he said he didn't mean to kill her.
I don't know.
He said he never meant to kill her, and that he was doing it for he liked the way that she looked when he was suffocating her.
That's so weird.
That her body would rise and it was like enticing to him. Then he would start kissing her thighs.
Oh yeah.
And then he realized he killed her. So then he tried to make it look like something else.
I'm just upset they let him go. But they also said that picture show or something shows that he wasn't in Colorado when it happened. Like I
want to see what pictures, because in 1996, what picture?
No, 100%. It's not like they had Instagram, like Geo drop your location, but they said that he in the BuzzFeed Unsolved, they said that the reason DNA did rule him out, but it was also the rule out that he wasn't even in the States in 1996. So they're like, how could this have happened?
Or they didn't know he was in the States.
Right, again.
Because he was being a frogger.
Right, devil's advocate. Where were you? In 1996, they didn't have all the things we have now.
Right. Where were you? Living under the crevices of their house, stalking them.
It's always gonna be such a mystery. This
because even still, like, if he wasn't stalking them to the like, my theory just makes so much sense in my head. He was stalking them because he was obsessed with her, and he was living in that house. He knew that house back and forth, and the grandmother. How does he know her name? That part still doesn't add up.
It will never add up. Like, and
it will never add up.
Of this grandmother
he has to be like listening in on conversations and understanding like their dynamics and their times, and the even the fact that he knew that the house was soundproof to be torturing the girl in the basement and not like taking her somewhere else thinking he'll get caught. He knows that house is soundproof. Has to.
And he knows like you can't hear anything, especially if she's on the other side.
And you know how he knows? Because he probably fucking lived there.
1,000%. And even the dad, John, has said it before. They were like, probably the intruder again when we didn't know it was John. I'm sorry, John Mark. Oh my God, what is the name?
John Marcar. I know, it's Jean Benet, Jean Marcar, Jean this.
The dad is
and it's like oh my God.
And it's like, he even said like, hold on, I lost my train of thought. Jesus Christ. He even said,
is this about the window?
The window thing, I don't know what to believe in that. It looks like it, But again, you could stage that shit.
Stage it how? Like, what are you thinking?
I will always be torn be thinking it's John Mark Carr and also the brother. I just
don't get the brother.
Again, sometimes I don't believe it because I don't think to cover up. I don't think in that state of mind when you just think your son killed the daughter, I don't think you're gonna do what they did with the paintbrush. Like, that's something I don't think.
It's the paintbrush, and they were like saliva too.
Yeah, it's just.
So it's like.
But she was also wearing like size 12 panties when she was only a 6-year-old. Like, that's also weird too. That's in the Crime Junkie episode that they share. It's just so many things so wrong with this case that it's just all fucked up. Like, this little girl went to sleep and never woke up again. Like, well, she did.
She woke up.
She was just murdered in her own house where you're supposed to feel safe. Like, that is so crazy to me. Like, it's just, I can't. I don't know. It's then there's when the mom died and John was just like, I'm just happy to know like she finally knows what happened that day.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, wow, like that's so sick. Like, of course she was
because
sick.
She probably like, that shit probably kills her.
Of course. Like, it's always how I say, like, how can a parent become a parent when their child is gone? Like, and it's so, I need to know what happened to, like, I just want it to be solved already for the peace of the family in general, because every couple of years they get dragged into this thing again when they're like, it wasn't us, it was definitely somebody. And then like, it is sad, like, they don't want to believe it's anybody else but the family members. But then
it doesn't
somebody
gave sense.
me what happened?
But I don't think it makes sense. Like, even when they're saying that, oh, she was so sexual, I don't think that she was sexual. I think that she was a pageant girl, and she was very good at what, like, she was advanced in the sense that, like, she probably would have became an actress or a model or something.
She looked like
she understood the assignment.
Yeah, she understood.
But even like with her poses or being on point and all of that, she understood the assignment. But I don't think that comes from sexual abuse. I think
did you hear that lady that she was like, she was masturbating?
Yeah.
I was like, what?
And then she was not masturbating. I was like, you are disturbed and disgusting.
That was a lot. I was like, get the fuck out. Because, what were we doing? Oh, we were watching here in the living room. And she said that. And I was like, wait, I must have missed something just now. Like, because I was like cleaning up and everything. And I was just like, wait, rewind that. And me and Jose were like looking, and we're like, she's just
me and Rich too.
She's just playing the fucking saxophone.
She was literally like going up and down, like singing, like pretending to play the saxophone. I think that the reporters who were saying that she's sexual were sexualizing her.
Think what they have a problem is having a 6-year-old wearing all that blush, all that makeup. I get it, but this is also the pageant world.
But that's pageant girl,
right? But
it's not like she's wearing that to school
that we know of.
I think that we would know. I think if all that shit came out about her being sexual, they would have showed some pictures of her in school, like with all of that. And
they also blame the mom because she used to be a bedwetter. I'm like, listen, I used to be a bedwetter. I mean, it's just frustrating, but.
And then did you see that?
Oh, that's what
they said that the bed wasn't even wet.
That. So this crime scene was so contaminated. They don't know what's true, what's false anymore.
And that guy, I forgot his name. I think it's Michael, the detective, who kept like lying and just putting out lies. Go to hell. Go to fucking hell. Because this case pissed me off so much. Not just because of the obvious reasons, but also because of, like, for the parents. Like, imagine you come home after Christmas. You put your baby to bed. You wake up. You find out she's dead. And instead of having police come...
Not even dead. She's missing. Because you don't even know.
She's missing. Then you call the police. And you find her dead. And then instead of them doing everything to help find what the fuck happened...
You're accused.
They turn on you So now you have to like protect yourself. You're completely isolated. You're being harassed while dealing with your dead child,
and
which is
that's what
probably like
something
the
that
worst grief you can go through.
And that's also something when people were like, oh, and Patty and John did the interview with, I think it was like CNN right after the funeral, and they had just buried John Bonet, and they're like, oh, Patsy seems out of it. I'm like, that lady was probably on drugs, and not like saying like, but like a Xanax or something, because I'm like, you just buried your child, a child that you thought was
chilling, and she's being accused of fucking murder.
Like that's something I'll never forget the media for. I'm like, she literally just lost a child. Like, what do you mean she's supposed to be happy-go-lucky? Like, no, you do. And like, again, no parent should ever bury their children. So imagine that, and it's again in your home where you're supposed to feel safe. They never step back foot into the house.
No,
and who would?
It's fucking insane. The whole time I'm watching it, I'm like, how could you possibly be sitting here and harass and berate these parents who lost their fucking 6-year-old and not do a single thing correctly to figure out who killed the little girl? Like it was pissing me the fuck off.
And you know what's crazy? Because when the investigator told John to look at like from top to bottom, and he looked bottom to top. Excuse me, Jose was here watching it, and he was just like, oh, he was like, but I would do the same. He was like, I would look at the bottom first because that's always like the most like.
Because that's purposes. You're not in the bottom,
right? You're always
so nobody's already checked there,
right? And it's so crazy that an officer had his hand on the doorknob and didn't open it. Like, were we not searching these houses correctly?
But they didn't even search the house. They just sent him to do it. No, dumbass. That's your fucking job.
The police searched the house the first time for like evidence to see like what could have happened or anything. So you're telling me you see an open window / like glass on the floor with a suitcase there, and you don't check deeper into see like the train room, whatever. My thing is, this family will never know peace. Will never know peace at all.
And then the poor father, he lost his other daughter.
His older daughter, Beth. Yeah. He just has so many tragedies. First his daughter, then John Bonet, and then which is also his daughter, and then his wife Patty. And he did remarry, obviously, and that's perfectly fine. But it's just like so sad to see so much death. And also like they also should have named Anthony Ramsey as a half brother, because he wasn't. Like, that threw me off for a hot minute, because I'm like, they only had two, like, it was Bert, and I'm like, Bert, that's not Bert. I was like, okay, not with the small details.
Also, I think it's because this is a documentary that came out before this, but I wanted to see if they brought in the Menendez brothers into this, because remember with the Menendez brothers, they talked about OJ and the media and the press and everything. And I do find it interesting that 2 years before this happened is when the Menendez brothers were convicted to go to jail forever, for life, no parole, for killing their parents, which was unjust. Because if they did the proper, legal system, protocol, whatever, for that case, they would have got off innocent. Or at least manslaughter, or something like a lesser case. And then now 2 years later, here goes the justice system again, failing another set of people with a family death. So now instead of like the sons killing the parents, it's the parents kill the daughter.
Which again, is like, not unheard of.
It's not unheard of.
Like people are evil. Like
there was zero evidence for the parents to kill the father, to kill the girl.
Again, there was zero. The only thing they could do, and this is what they're saying, the only thing that could be proven if Bert did it, and they were trying to cover it up.
And then, which is speculation, right? It's literally just like, let me pull something out my ass and make it stick. That's literally what that is, because there's no evidence towards it. And I find it baffling that John Marcar gets off because his DNA doesn't match, but the parents' DNA doesn't match, and they ran with it.
Because you know what? Like you said, if it was a flogger, the thing I thing that sold the parents' fate was John's line detection thing came out fine. Patty failed, and then she failed the writing exam as well because of the letter of the
yeah.
And then they also come back to like, oh, this is a practice letter too, and I'm like, yo, you are like, what do you want it to be? Like, because the person who wrote the ransom matches the same A's as Patsy, and would spell like words like, I don't know, to share or something like that, but will spell basic words wrong. And it's like, I don't know, it's just always gonna be like,
blame the Colorado school system. I don't know.
She was from Atlanta, I think.
Okay, Gani, blame the Atlanta. But so was he.
No, wait, hold on. Where was Patty from?
I know he knew them from Atlanta, though.
I remember that.
But he knew them from Atlanta. John Mark Carr. That's when he first knew them.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
So blame the Georgia school system.
Okay. Just blame everything at this point, because they need to find peace for this little girl. 25 years?
It's honest. It's more than that now, no? 1996? It's 28 years.
Jeez. And she could have, she's there. There was also a conspiracy rumor that this like happened years ago, that they said John Bonet is actually Katy Perry.
That's wild.
I was like, what? Like,
I think I heard that, but I didn't know who John Bonet was at the time. Right. So it never registered, but like, again, I love a good conspiracy. We all know this.
Not just like that. They were like trying to match her eyes, everything. I'm like, listen, just because you have blue eyes, calm down. Like, calm it down.
And isn't Katy Perry older than John Bonet Ramsey?
Maybe? I'm not sure. Maybe.
Katy gotta be like pushing 40 by now. John Bonet Ramsey
would have been 4?
2 years older than me, so 34.
34.
Katy Perry's not no 34.
Unless she's like, you can always lie about your age too.
She can lie about her age all she wants. She ain't 34.
Katy Perry, hold on.
Look, she's 40 years old.
Ain't no way.
You gotta at least try to make the conspiracy
stick, and then I'll hear you out.
Make it. You gotta make it make a little sense.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. No,
okay, wait, do you have anything else to say about John Bonet?
I just want the murder to be solved. It drives me crazy every single year. Like, I go down these rabbit holes. I see like things I want to see. Every year when like, they were announcing this documentary and everything, and like, and they always come back, they're like, oh, we have new evidence, this and that. I'm just like, find this little girl justice.
How? Just go away. Like, what you got? 30-year-old evidence from where?
And
from your imagination?
There's been like, you know what's crazy? I heard either on Crime Junkie or in the Netflix. I saw both of them back to back, so everything's like merged into one since it's the same topic. And they're like, there's apparently like DNA in the Colorado system that has never been tested yet from the case. So I'm like, so what are we actually doing? Like,
they never tried to find the killer.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That's the only thing that's true.
They honed in on the parents, and they're like, you guys killed her, and that's what we're gonna go with.
They never tried to find the killer. They were just like, I don't know what I'm doing here. We haven't had a homicide all year. I don't even know where to begin with this. So you did it. And that was it. And then they had to die on the hill. So they double down, they triple down, they quadruple down. They fucking whatever 25 times that is, did that. Like, and it's pathetic. It's really pathetic.
And then they say, look, the grand jury wanted to convict them. I'm like, of what?
Exactly.
But you know, because to be quite honest, you only, like they say, you need to sell it correctly. Yeah, and that's what the lawyers did.
That brings me back to the Menendez brothers. Look at how the two trials ended up. The first trial, they allowed the brothers to speak and say their case and had witnesses and, you know, all of that. The second trial, they cut all that shit out and they sold it You kill your parents, you're going to jail for life. That's it. Boom, boom. And it's completely different. It's not black and white. Justice is not black and white, and it's insane. But Gemini Ramsey, may you rest in peace, girl.
Yeah, for real. Sorry, and I really want to know what happened.
I hope your next round in life is a lot smoother and you become a queen somewhere because you deserve it.
Literally such a beautiful girl. And it's just always those pictures that's just so, like, she's so cute and pretty. It's always going to be a sad.
So, speaking of other conspiracies and all of that, last week we spoke about Blink Twice. Yes. So, Zoe directed, wrote, and produced. She co-wrote, but she basically wrote and produced. So this was like completely her baby. I watched the movie. It's on Prime for free. And it was crazy.
Really?
Okay. So it like starts out, this girl, she's like working a catering job. And she's like obsessed with this, I want to say Elon Musk type. And he's played by Channing Tatum. And she was working at his gala as, you know, one of the waitresses. And he invited her to his island. So
I'm watching the trailer for this movie.
Yeah, so then it's a few girls that go. There's a bunch of guys there as well. And she starts noticing like they do the same thing every day. Like every day they have the same, like he has clothes there for them. He has, you know, drinks, everything. They have a snake infestation.
Not a snake.
They have like people who work there. And she starts to realize like she doesn't remember what happens to her the night before. But mind you, they're like drunk all day, they're taking drugs, like, you know, they're getting high, they're like partying the whole time. So then as the movie goes on and they're like, yeah. And then they start, like, the girls start realizing, like, I'm having fun, I'm having a great time, but something feels off. So one of the girls, she gets bit by a snake. And she starts to realize and remember everything that's happened. So it's like the main girl starts to realize we're being controlled by something, and the venom is our cure to remember. So then there's a cleaning lady who gives her venom, who's like trying to help her. So she gave her venom, she drinks it, and then she starts to remember everything. And these guys are raping the girls every night. They're like tying them up. Each guy gets a girl to rape. They're like, it's crazy shit. And then if the girl remembers, then the guys kill her. And she just disappears.
And that's how her friend disappeared, right?
Yeah. So the way that they're controlling it is they have a perfume. And by the way, if you haven't noticed, this is a complete spoiler. So sorry. So there's a perfume that every room has that every girl is like supposed to wear, and the perfume makes you forget.
And hell no.
Yeah, so like as you put the perfume on, you forget everything that happens, and it's like your memory is completely wiped clean. And to do the same thing, get high, get drunk, party, you're like dancing, you're like, yeah, I'm having a great time, and then you get raped, all of that, spray perfume, forget. So as she starts to remember, she wakes up the other girls, and two more of the girls end up dying, and then the last two girls end up killing all the guys. Except for the main girl, she keeps Channing Tatum, and she uses the perfume on him and becomes like his wife and the person who runs his company going forward. So like she took over his life. And he went from being like this domineering, like he was kind of like a P. Diddy type because he had to like apologize for a bunch of stuff in the press, which is why he retreated to his island. And then to go from that to like having everything under control, and he had like all these men trying to figure out what that spray is to make girls forget, to like basically her lapdog, where she's like telling him when to eat, when to stand, when to sit. And it's crazy because he's always talking about he's in therapy for everything he had to apologize for, but the therapist was in on what he was doing. And he was trying to like see the like basically an experiment. He's like, so this perfume worked on this many girls, this many girls, this many girls, like this is
trust
like,
nobody.
and then so like it at the end he goes up to them in the next year's gala where they originally met, and the therapist is trying to talk to Channing Tatum, and she turns around and she's like, you can speak to me. And he knows her from the island, so he caught on to the fact that like she took the power. But that's not even the craziest part. So the craziest part is the cleaning lady who helps her kept calling her Red Rabbit, and she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, why do you keep calling me Red Rabbit? Turns out, homegirl was there a year before and escaped, but forgot because of the spray. She forgot the whole experience. Ended up going back a year later. And that's why Channing Tatum was so obsessed with her, because he's like, you forgot a whole island. Like, you forgot you ever here. And she was just like, sick. But then to come to real life, and then he's posting Zoe Kravitz talking about searching for the truth that you poured into this movie. Like, I need to know more. Okay, where is the documentary?
Talking about P. Diddy?
I don't know if they're talking about P. Diddy, Jeffrey Epstein, all of the other rapists in Hollywood. Like, I don't know what or who specifically they're talking about, but I need a documentary to follow the movie to show her inspiration and what truth she found to create and write, direct, and produce. She had a clear vision of what this movie needed to be.
No, I'm speechless.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. It was really good.
Definitely a good thriller. Psychological thriller or anything.
Yeah, absolutely. It was. It definitely was. I definitely recommend you watch it, even though I just told you every single thing in the movie.
Every twist and turns.
Just it looks better in picture. Okay, you know, just watch
sometimes
it.
you paint a story and you just have to see it all actioned out.
Yeah, you just have to see it for yourself.
Right.
Like, but also speaking of Channing Tatum, I forgot to say this on the last pod. On my way home from New York, I watched the other movie that he was in recently called Fly Me to the Moon with Scarlett Johansson. So cute. So cute. Loved it. It was great.
So wait, he went from that movie to a love movie?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, we love a diverse actor. Range.
We love range. You go Channing. You go Channing Tatum.
From Magic Mike to no, not even that. Was a Step Up. Never forget Step Up. Oh my god. Okay, you go first.
Like, no, please, because it's really quick and it has to do with what you just said. So on Netflix, there's this movie, and I forgot what it's called. Oh, I think it's called Merry Gentlemen. It has Chad Michael Murray. Go back. Love him. But he is dancing, and it is like, it's supposed to be giving like Magic Mike.
Oh no. And what is it really giving? What is it really giving?
Like Ike Mike. Like, it's not. It's like he's still hot. Always. abs body, but like he's too stiff.
Oh, he has to loosen his bones.
He's like 50 now. Like, come on.
Is Chad Michael Murray that old now?
I mean, he's not like a spring chicken.
You know?
Let me see.
I mean, what's that guy? Nathan. What's his name? James something?
He's 43.
Oh my God, put him in a retirement home. Put him in a retirement home. Yikes. Big yikes.
No, he's so stiff, and it's just hilarious. Cause like,
he's really trying to make a comeback, and I get it. I totally get it.
I'm here for you. I want to see it happen for you. I just don't want to see you dance.
Maybe this is just not a part of his full take. Take that off his resume. Take that off your resume.
I will literally watch Chad Michael Murray do anything else in this world but dance. He was my first white boy crush.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he really was. But you know what? Rewatching One Tree Hill, you could see that Lucas was a fuckboy.
No, by the time we got to One Tree Hill, it was Adam Brody for me. Love me. Love.
What was I gonna say?
Okay.
Oh, damn it. What was I gonna say before you said? Oh, I was rewatching some movies. Chicago being one of them, a musical.
We dove into the musical.
And then just before we started the pod, Honey is on YouTube, free TV, whatever. And I just wanted to know why I thought in 2003 or 2004 that when I turned 21 going to clubs, I would need to have like a whole crew of people to dance and break down dance. And like we had to like rehearse choreography. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yo.
And I was just like looking at this and I was like, Honey at 23 really probably thought this was it. Like I have to learn, I have to go practice these choreographies.
No fact.
So let me tell you, Jessica Alba and Honey, yo, she was a hot Yeah. Like, damn girl, like, what's up? Like,
first of all, between Save the Last Dance, Honey, and
was I supposed to go to ballet school or something, or hip hop? Like, where was I going?
Like, do I gotta have the moves
and I never did it because I was a swimmer, so it was just like, I'm not gonna dance. Well, it was just like, am I supposed to like just choreograph like with all of this? Like, am I supposed to know what Ricky's doing on the side? Like, am I supposed to follow her flow? Are we like step, whatever? Like,
no, seriously. Like, we missed the memo that we were supposed to team up every Saturday at 5 p.m.
Yeah, because I was like, because in the clubs, we are not all fams. Because I was just like, I really thought like, I was like, oh, so we is dance battles at the club, and it's not. It's literally you grinding on some guy and the wall stain of the wall.
You know what's so funny though? These TikTokers, that's exactly how they're gonna be in the club.
Yeah, no, there is sometimes some TikTok dance that I don't know like how to move sometimes because I just know like the TikTok dance. I mean, I can't. Do not ask me to do a TikTok dance right now. Nobody asked.
No, but like, just imagine all the kids now who all do TikTok dances. When they start going to the club, they're just gonna be like, "Oh,
that's not." Oh my God, you remind me of the guy. What's his name from White Chicks? Remember when he's dancing?
Yeah.
Oh my God! I was watching this and I was like, no, because I was impressed. And then the funny part in the movie, Honey, and it's only fresh in my mind because I literally watched it like 2 hours ago, is when the Raymond was trying to like spit game to Honey in the barbershop, and then one of the guys in the shop, like he saw Honey walk away, he like breaks his neck to look at Honey's ass, and then he was like, "Let us pray," and in the barbershop, everybody just goes. They're like, "Please, Lord, bless Chaz with some game." And I was like, and that part just had me laughing the whole time. And I rewinded a couple times because like, he's like, "Let us pray." No, but again, and then we actually got to the clubs at like 21, 20, whatever.
Sure.
And it was nothing like that. It was more like you're trying to balance the drinks. You're trying to like grind on people. And you're also trying to get free drinks. And then this is why I always like the bar better than the club, because dressing up was a lot. Like I
feel like our club days started business casual.
Bitch, I was partying from the office to the club with my blazer.
Blazer popping. Okay, we had
my top,
the fishnet tights, the pumps, the
damn, not the pumps,
the little work skirts.
Yes, with that the were like pops.
I cannot. The button down top.
From HR to the club. Like I had to
no
with my blazer.
Only to go to the club to be bent over by some.
And for my blazer to be gone sometimes. I'm like, where's my
blazer? Facts.
I have a picture. I'll post this on the feed. I do have a picture of me in a blazer. I look like I had just came out of work, and I know I did it. I know I made this conscious outfit.
You put that on.
Yeah, I put that on, and I'm just.
You know, it's diabolical having like a whole work outfit just to go home and change into a work club outfit. That is just wild. Like, why are all of your clothes like this? Like, why are all of your clothes so professional? And now, like,
the girls, they wear sneakers. And I'm like, oh, comfort, I wish. But could these bitches have survived in booties in the snow? I don't know.
Never.
I mean,
but what was I gonna say? Do you have, or did you have, because we don't live this life anymore, a go-to move when you looked back at the guy and he was ugly and you were trying to escape? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
There was one time this bash in City College. Shout out to my alma mater. Shout out to our alma mater. There was this. I think about this because he wasn't ugly though, but we just started grinding from like walking in the door. Like it was. Oh my god, what was the name of those bashes? I forgot what they were called. It was like cloud bash something. I know I'm making this up. I know somebody is gonna tell me. I'll look at my Instagram too. I will have to blur out some faces because we don't have consent to post them. But you'll see me so sweaty, like ready to pop. Like I was like, yo,
how you know you had a good night?
No, for real. What makeup?
For me, it was if he was ugly or if he can't dance.
Oh like yeah,
if your grind is off from his grind and then he starts throwing you off and then it's just like, go away.
No, I would say that my friends, they would like let me know and then they would intervene half the time. But that was good. But if I was like alone in the wild or something like that, I think I would just like stop. I think I was just like so awkward sometimes. I would just be like, my go-to was always like, I gotta go to the bathroom and then just disappear.
That is wow. Just imagine, because I think we need to set this up. Okay. You're in like 4.5, 5-inch heel pumps with the platform in the front because that's what it was back then. Shoes.
If you know, you know.
And that's what it was back then. You have to get low to grind to then just be like straight up walk away. No, that is aggressive as fuck.
I probably, knowing me how I am, I'd probably be like so shy. I'd probably be like, okay, let the song finish.
If for me, I would like do a little swoop, like, oh, now bye. Bye.
No, I know I can find that. God knows where that photo is, but I know it's on my IG 4,000% sure.
Oh my god, I'm gonna post something
like,
of mine too.
Like post this before we post the podcast, or like some content for context.
Yeah.
Context. You know what I mean. I'm like half asleep right now. But we're here on the late night pod.
Late night.
What is that? But it was like a bash something that it's gonna drive me insane. Hold on, I need to look for this. But in other pop culture news, Vanderpump Rules has officially fired the old cast and is now gonna start season 12 with a brand new cast. And I just
wait. What?
Yeah.
I thought that they were just canceled.
No, we're back at Sir with a brand new cast.
Not back at Sir.
I think it's Sir. The Sir's still open, right? Or am I bugging?
Sir's still open. Okay, first of all, you cannot take me on 12-year journey, starting at Sir, watching these group of people grow up and
except for Jax. Jax never grew up.
Half of them never grew up.
Half of them.
Tom, Jax,
the other Tom, the one that Tom,
Kristen Doty.
Pillow Talk. That's what they were called. Pillow Talk 7.
Okay.
This is just like an accurate picture of what it was. Like, I was not okay. But I will blur out the people's faces for that other picture.
You dragged me on this, not you, but Bravo, dragged me on this journey watching these cast members torture each other, hate each other, love each other, marry each other, start families, rip each other apart to bring me right back to the beginning.
To square one.
A whole new cast? You can't even like start a different show?
No, but to be quite honest, it had to end. There was no more storyline.
No, they had to end. But like to start it back with a whole new cast.
It's kind of like Laguna Beach. It's like when the people graduated, they still kept going with Christian and all them. So it's like I got it.
Connie?
Yeah.
I never watched Laguna Beach.
This is the end of Convict. I'm talking shit. I saw Laguna Beach like recently in my years. Not like
No, but I'm ass backwards.
Huh?
I'm ass backwards because I didn't watch Jersey Shore growing up, but I watch Jersey Shore Family Vacation now.
They're old. Let them just be with their kids.
No, but they're hilarious. They're like us.
Oh my god. They are us. Are we them?
I think so. I think I'm Dina.
Who would I be from Jersey Shore?
Snooki
for sure, like 1,000%. Like
definitely.
Except for my anger, that's very Jay Wowies.
She's actually very calm now, except for when it comes to Angelina.
So Brianna Chicken Fry. Did you see the TikTok I sent you yesterday?
Remember I said my son was throwing up, and like I was like busy, and
Oh, I thought you took him Saturday.
Yeah, I did. And then
I sent it to Sunday. So just say no, bitch. Just say no. Just say fucking no.
No.
You see my anger? I'm turning into the anger emoji.
No, not again.
Just say no.
You see, I'm anxiety. I'm like, oh my god.
It was sad in that movie. It's like just a little blue. Or the shy one, they're like the awkward handshake. I've done that before where I'm like, are we fist? Somebody one day, like I went to fist bump, they opened their hand, I'm like, what are we doing? What are we? I'm like, shut this shit. And I got so mad because I hadn't had coffee yet. I was like, shut this shit down. I'm going home. Like, I couldn't.
No, but see, this is where my anxiety kicks in because if somebody did that to me, this would be me.
I think you've been away from the office a little bit too long. In the face, like, what the fuck? Like, I literally, and this is not this current job. Like, this is my old job. Like, we'll be like, high five, this and this, like, and I'm like, okay, you have ruined it.
Okay.
Really. Brianna Chicken Fry got a whole new apartment. I don't know if she bought it or she's renting. This apartment looks dope as shit. It's a loft. It's 2 stories. And it has so many windows, so much
beautiful
access, like such a beautiful kitchen and all. Like I'm high key so high, like I am high key so happy for her. Like she looks so she is going on the. I mean, she says she's in therapy, which I applaud. We love therapy here, and she's also like, she says she's taking a break from like the dating scene and thing, but she's going out and partying. And I'm like, listen, we all heal in our different ways, okay? After a breakup, you know what?
Remember, I said that. I said she's gonna take a break after this one.
No, because they do. They traumatize you enough to take a break. And you know what's crazy is that she's out partying, living her life. I'm like, good for fucking her. She's 25 years old. We were doing the same thing because at 25 we both experienced a heartbreak, and we're like, we're just gonna party our asses off. So for that, I support you, Brianna. Do your thing, girl. Have that beautiful apartment. Continue working. Make that merch, girl. I'm trying to support you. The merch is a little bit expensive, so I couldn't buy it, but I'm still supporting
a discount.
Yeah, put it on. Give me like another coat if you can, because like it's kind of still too high. No, she has this really nice sweatshirt that I want to buy. It says East Coast Girl or East Coast Mentality. One of those. And it's on the Black Friday sale that I probably missed already. It was like 20% off. So I'm just like, damn. So it was like it was $56. I'm like, I just need one more coat to bring that down to like at least a good 40 if we can, Brianna. What are you doing?
I'm traveling to the East Coast side, but my carpet's on the wall.
I was like, is she okay?
I couldn't get it to go. Okay.
But Brianna's living her life, and girl, we support it here on the Convict Podcast. Live your best life, girl. We support it. We've been there. You have such an exciting time. This is your city, girl. Like, live your life in your city. Oh, have you also heard of this other missing person that's not really a missing person anymore?
Who was it now?
Hannah Kobayashi. She's been all over the news for the past couple of weeks. Do you not know anything about her story?
I don't think so.
So I'm gonna give you the cliff notes. I'm gonna talk fast.
Yeah.
She went to Hawaii with her ex-boyfriend, with her boyfriend. I think they broke up. She came to LA to get a connecting flight to New York. From LA, she missed her connecting flight, decided to go outside to do a little like tour session. She has never been seen again. Then the dad flew to LA from Hawaii, I think, allegedly, all convict facts. He started looking for her for like a week or so, and then he allegedly killed himself in the LAX parking lot. Not the LAX parking lot, but like a parking lot in Los Angeles. Now they're all trying to figure out, but where would this girl be? Like, he thought like maybe they got sold as prostitution, maybe being a drug mule. It was just released about 22 minutes ago. There is video footage of her going to the Mexican border and crossing perfectly fine. So they have to declare her a voluntarily missing person.
Very interesting. How old is she?
30.
She's a grown-ass woman. Okay. She's
yes. It says Hannah Kobayashi, the 30-year-old Hawaiian woman who disappeared after missing a connecting flight in Los Angeles and sending alarming texts to her family, crossed into Mexico by herself. The Los Angeles Police Department confirmed on December 2nd press conference, and I got that from People Instagram.
Interesting. Next.
Okay. The last thing is, so as you know, 2024 is basically over because that's it. We're in the new year. I want to try another class besides Pure Barre.
Ooh.
I want to try Solid Core.
Oh,
and then I saw some TikToks, and then I realized the classes each month cost $400. You are out of your mind.
First of all,
that's crazy.
Okay, go fuck yourself. $400?
Oh yeah,
not you, Connie. Them.
I don't know. I thought you were talking to me, Coco, and I was like,
no. I'm cursing them out for you. $400
a month.
I'm sorry.
That has to be like aesthetically for the TikTokers. That's not for real people.
That must be for like Beyonce to pay, not Coco.
Not corporate Coco. Not corporate Coco.
Not Coco.
Coco. No, I was just like, what? I mean, they like, oh, for 2 weeks you could try for unlimited classes for 2 weeks. I think it's $100. I'm like, what are we paying for? I will be sticking to ClassPass.
Am I paying your rent like single-handedly? Just tell me what's happening.
There's no showers, not really nice locker rooms, and then they make you like. I mean, this also happens in Pure Barre, and I like Pure Barre, so I can't talk shit about Pure Barre.
But they're not $400 a month.
Exactly. I mean, they could be, but I'm on ClassPass, and I will be staying with ClassPass and using the points to go to Pure Barre.
No, I think Pure Barre is maybe like $200 a month,
which isn't bad at all either. But if I could take it on ClassPass, like that's perfectly fine too.
Right.
And I could just buy points if anything.
Right. So yeah.
So that was just the updates of life, and you know, it's Monday night, y'all.
Oh,
talk to me.
Love Island Australia has been doing its thing. Okay. Ooh. It has been so good. First of all, everybody on this season is hot. Like, this is not normal for Australia. Not saying Australians aren't hot. Australians are very hot. The people that they've chosen to be on Love Island in Australia have not always been hot. That's what I'm saying.
And she said that with her chest, okay?
With all of my chest. All 38 double Ds. Okay? But
I want 38 double D.
Oh, twinsies. But yeah, like, okay, so everybody's been hot. It's been great. There was this guy on there. His name is Tommy. He's hilarious. Apparently he's like viral in Australia for doing. He's hilarious. Like I don't know. He's just really weird. He's very himself, and then he's
chuckle.
He does weird shit. Like, he eats eggs. Bakani, follow me. Take
me on this journey with you.
Egg. Okay. He takes the full raw egg out of the carton. And then he puts it straight into his mouth.
With the shell.
And chews it.
With the shell.
Yes. With the shell. And swallows. I've watched him do it 3 times on the television now. And every time, I wonder if the shells are slicing his esophagus as they go down. Because why the fuck are you doing that? It's so weird. You're weird.
Eating the shell of the... Okay. I'm going to need some time to process that.
But he's that type of weird.
Australian thing?
No, that's a him thing. The girls were not turned on by this.
Disgusting.
They were like,
I understand drinking raw eggs. I never done it.
Yeah.
But like, go for it. But with the shell, it's kind of clinically insane.
But he's also really funny.
I'm not here to yuck his yums, by the way. I'm not yucking his yums.
I'm not. We don't yuck the yums.
We don't yuck the yums. We just find that
we don't yuck the yums. Yes, I say you do you, Tom. You know, you do you, and I'm going to watch you do you while not doing what you do over here. Look at me, I turned into fucking Dr. Seuss. But
like, you had me confused. I was like, my brain was hurting. I was like, what did she? I was like, yeah, you mean it?
Like ping pong ball.
I was like, ooh.
But okay, so there's this couple that was like really strong in the beginning, mind you. It's been like 3 weeks. Really strong in the beginning, and it was Nico and Hannah, and they were like, you know, every group has like a mom dad that stay together from the beginning to the end. I guess it looked like they were gonna be that couple, but Hannah, she felt like there are a couple things off. They went to the hideaway and they argued.
Like, that's what the hideaway's for. Hideaways get your right.
Exactly. So that was like the beginning of like, this is not going the way it's supposed to be going.
Downhill.
Right. So then she started to express that she actually had been crushing on this guy Taylor in the house. And that turned, I feel like I don't like mean girl behavior in the villa. I really don't. I never do. And I feel like some of the girls were expressing, like, they're very hypocritical. You know, like they're cool with their girl, or their friend being trying new connections or being brave, but then when somebody else does it and steals one of their men, then it's like, oh no, that
you're a
she's
whore.
shady.
Yep.
Yeah, basically. And it's like, first of all, she only said anything because he kept telling people he's open. And she's like, well, I need to say something before I get sent home, and I never get a chance. So she did. And she made a ballsy ass move. And Nico, the guy she was with, was like, I'm not going to stick around for this. Literally, the next day, a girl comes in and he's like, I found my wife.
Because men will break down in your face, cry, and make a theatrical show just to play you in your face the next day. I just got so angry.
Then one of the guys is like, what you have with Mia is so good. It's very different from what you have with Hannah. He's like, yeah, something was always missing with Hannah. So why were you so mad that she had the balls to stand up and try to make a different connection?
Like, they want to be the ones to always break it off, not.
So this is where it gets crazy. So Taylor, he was annoying the shit out of me these past few episodes because he kept pussyfooting around. He knew he didn't want to be in his...
Taylor, guy or girl? Guy. And he is the one that eats
he didn't want to be like fully in his couple.
Wait, is he the one that eats the eggs?
No, that's Tommy.
So Taylor's a brand new person you're just introducing to me.
Yes.
Okay. Continue with the moves you were doing.
He was the original bombshell. He and she liked him then, but he thought she was closed off. Taylor liked Hannah when he first came in the first night, but he thought that she was closed off with Nico. So he never went for her. And then she was just like, well, I'm with Nico. So, they kind of just stayed in their corner. Now she's realizing Nico's not really that guy for her. So she's like, let me try Taylor before it's too late. People get sent home like crazy. So she tried flies. So she did that. Taylor, he's like passive aggressively trying to end his relationship, but like not make it his fault. Like he's trying to make his partner Emily end it for him because he was too much of a bitch to do it himself. So then they finally do it because she was like over it, and he goes up to this guy who she likes, who's from Texas, and is like basically like, oh, you could have her, we're done now, but like try to do it in like a bro way, but it was giving very much like, I need to have control over this situation.
I was gonna say it's giving that more than anything.
Yeah. So the same day that Taylor decides he's going to finally pursue Hannah and be open to that, Mia is the same day Mia gets her choice to, pick who she's going to couple up with because, bombshells do that.
Of course, yeah.
And Hannah gets sent home. And then it is so sad because she's like...
a twist.
She is like crying because she's like, I know this is so cringe and so weird, but it's like when I look at him, I know he's my person. And it's just like, Hannah. And she's so hot. And it's like, the hot girls don't get sent home.
Hot girls don't get sent home.
What is happening?
From Love.
Just look up Love Island, Australia. And then they tease. So tonight's episode, which I'm going to watch tomorrow, they're doing something brand new. So first of all, Love Island Australia. Yes.
She is hot.
Love Island Australia has never done Casa Amor. This year, they're doing Hotel Amor.
How many episodes deep is the show already?
16.
You
could do it.
I can't catch up, right?
You could do it.
I'll try.
It's on Hulu? 16. Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Let's see.
It'll take you a week.
Hannah is hot though.
She's hot.
I wish I would have caught this like 5 so I could be addicted already.
I told you to watch it.
You know, I just one thing off the island. This is like original Love Island.
No, and then it is just crazy, and there's like a bunch of people switching, and then I want to know what this whole Hotel Amore shit is about. So it's good. It's good.
I'm nervous.
I kind of feel like they're gonna do that thing. Well, you haven't watched enough seasons, but they have eliminated somebody to bring them back during Casa Amor.
Oh, like the challenge. It's like you're not really eliminated.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait. Okay, that's what else I want to talk about in pop culture. Yeah. Did you see that Corey's daughter and Dream Kardashian have beef?
Oh, you and me are talking about two different episodes. Two different things.
No, I'm not talking about the episode. Corey from the challenge.
Yeah. Which got Cheyenne pregnant, which will always be such a twist.
That's Cheyenne the kid I'm talking about.
They have beef with who? With Dream Kardashian?
His daughter has beef with Dream Kardashian.
Why?
Because apparently Dream was telling her, like, I'm more famous than you or some shit like that.
That's not a lie.
I mean, it's not a lie, but, like, what is happening?
Also, like, are they in school together? Like, can they? No offense, but, you know, the Kardashians are on a completely different tier.
No, I know, but they all live in LA. I don't know if the schools, like, what school they go to.
They go to private schools. I mean, you know what? Team on money, challenge money, probably sending them to good schools.
Yeah, I mean, he's been on the challenge for like a decade.
Yeah, I remember the first time he really joined, and I was like, "Oh, you were so pathetic."
First of all, I used to be like in love with Corey.
No, Corey was hot, but like they'll be just making him
from like Real World.
Oh, I never saw the Real World. But, I always liked him and Jenna's relationship because they were just like they were just like.
But can we just like say shout out to Nelson for losing a whole limb and just being a fucking monster?
Oh my god! I also like that whole DWI thing was crazy. He like literally drunk drove and lost a whole limb. Like that's insanity. Yeah. I mean, thank God he's alive, obviously. But that was always crazy. And then Leroy and Cam like finding love on the. I love stories that come from the challenge. But did you see that whole thing? My friend, my bestie Cynthia, she brought it up to me. Apparently, something's going on with CT.
Like what? He's amazing. I know.
No, of course, CT will forever be my crush. Like
he's like my dad.
CT, angry CT. Older CT, dad CT. I'm like, yes, bust it open, CT. I feel like he was always my first crush, but apparently, like he started dating this new girl, and she allegedly cheated on him, and then she is like gaslighting him into saying it's actually him that cheated on her. And so then he like made a post publicly apologizing to her. It was something where I don't have the full details, so these are now convict facts.
Sounds about right.
But I don't have enough information, so I don't know why I'm reporting on it. But I just want that to be known that something's going on over there in CT's camp, and I need to know what's going on. Every time CT gets eliminated from the challenge and he's not like the winner, I cry. I'm like, no, not CT.
Do you watch Traders?
No, I need to get into it.
It's so good. He won.
Traders?
Yeah, he won.
He was a traitor or a...
No, he was a faithful, but he won.
Because CT is always faithful.
Yeah, he won. It was last season.
Oh, I'm watching. Because CT just has that energy too.
Yeah, him and this other challenge member, they won together. I forgot her name.
I didn't watch this,
but yeah, no, it was a funny season. I can't wait till it comes back. It's coming back in January. I can't wait.
Okay, I'll watch that with you. Let me just catch up now. Let me just catch up in January with you. It'll be like it'll be like Convict Corner, what TV Corner?
Oh,
a new segment
okay. So watch Love Island,
huh?
Watch Love Island.
So I just looked it up. It's not on Peacock, but it is on Hulu's. And I just realized these episodes are short. They're only like 55, 53.
See? Yeah.
They're short episodes. Well, the first episode, the season 6 of Love Island USA was like an hour and a half introducing everybody.
Yeah, but I told you that was like not normal.
It's because they knew they had a golden cast. They
did. They did.
And also, guys, it's an update. Like Leah and Miguel still doing amazing. Like I love Kenny and Janae still doing amazing.
And
Serena and Cordell still doing amazing. Yes. They won me over. I've seen some TikToks of them, and they're cute. They're really cute. I still feel what I feel, but they're cute. Mm-hmm. But they're cute. They're cute. I mean, I always thought they were cute. I always thought they were an attractive couple. I just don't believe. Yeah, they are. I never said they were hot. They are hot.
That's progress. We'll take it.
But you know who my two main stars are.
We know. All right.
PBG on top. Guys, positive quote of the night is, every day may not be good, but there is something good in every day.
On this episode of Convict Podcast, we recapped our weeks, our Friendsgivings, Thanksgivings, lack of Harry Potter raves, and all of the movies we've watched in the past week. We spoke about Jean-Benet Ramsey, of course. As you know, we are obsessed and fully enthralled in that case. We spoke about Blink Twice, Love Island, Chicken Legs, whatever her name is, and
Rihanna Chicken Chicken Legs.
Oh, so different. And so much more.
My coworker, Nikki.
Love you, girl. What's I gonna say? Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X at Convict Podcast. And please subscribe, follow, like, comment, DM us on
Interact YouTube, with us, you guys. Like, come on.
Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Also, we want to start accepting listener letters. And just letters about stories or questions, advice needed, anything at all. Just email it to us and we will read it out after pop culture. And
we will keep you anonymous if you like.
Yeah.
Okay. We will say, we will make up names.
Yes, we will. And as always, thank you guys for supporting. And for everybody who bought my book, I love you. Please leave a review on Amazon. And I am eternally grateful for your support.
How is it? It's been a week since we launched the book. Well, you launched the book, not me. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, we launched
the book. I'm sorry. Hold on. It's been a week since you launched the book. How's it been going?
It's been going great. It's been going really great. I was actually like really overwhelmed and surprised by the amount of support, and like I felt like people who I haven't spoken to for years and people who I never expected to even like care was just like, I'm so proud of you. I'm gonna support. This is amazing. And I was just like, wait, what? Like I wasn't expecting any of it, and everybody now is sending me pictures of their kids reading the book, and I'm just like,
I can't wait to give this to Isabella and Lou.
Yes. I don't think I could cry any more than I am.
Like, no, it's so cute. I'm glad. I'm loving the support. Like,
it's so cute. No, yeah. But please leave a review. I love you all. Thank you so much. This is a dream come true. And that's all. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Oh.